This playthrough is rated T for teen.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of The Bard's Tale, Remastered and Resnarkled. In the last episode, we helped the butcher defeat the haggis monster, and with his Alzheimer's or whatever he had in mind, gave us a bow and shield, and ran off. And then we went inside the Firbolg mountain and saved the Firbolgs, and got the reward with the ego sword. I don't know. I don't think it's the best weapon in the game, but it's a humorous weapon because he speaks and sings every time he summons. If you put it in your weapon inventory. I went back and bought the free crate sword for myself, just to have the best two-handed weapon if I don't want to use the ego sword. I also found out that if you donate money to the churches, well, one, there's a trophy for it, which I did that off screen. I didn't need to show it, but you actually unlock the extras content. That's in the main menu that unlocks like art, the songs, and stuff like that. I'm not sure if it's based off total or if it's based off large donation amounts. I've heard it's large donations, where if you want to unlock everything, you need to make large donations of about like 600 times or something like that, which takes like almost an hour and a half to 2 hours to do if you have the money. I unlocked most of it. The only thing I didn't unlock was the endings that you can get, but I'm just going to show those off anyway, so that's not a big deal. But anyway, let's continue on. Now that we've freed the Firbolgs, this pathway opens up. And for some reason, that one pathway near where it's sealed, that one part never gets opened up, so I don't know why that is. But anyway, let's continue on. So, but yeah, after this point, you can't go back to the priest to, you can't go back to the priest to make donations if you want to do extras. And the way you can get around, if you don't want to pay all that money, what you need to do is, I think, from what I understand, you have to have a save file with the unlocks on them. So you can just make a separate save file with the extras, and then reload a different one to keep all your money if you care about that. But yeah, if you want to make sure, if you need to buy any of the maps or collect any of the tokens that you missed before, do it now before you get on the raft. Last warning. Okay. I mean, I don't have to worry about it. I did most of the stuff I could do currently. Obviously, there's stuff I missed, but that was just me either making some minor mistakes or choosing to be snarky the whole time. Even if it wasn't even if it wasn't efficient of me to do that, but anyway, back on a raft again. At least we're not on an ice floe, but we'll have to prepare for whatever will come, more finfolk like last time. Although last time I was here, I wasn't prepared for them. I had like not again. Come on, man. I would think the lightning spider would probably be the best thing to have here, or the knocker or whatever.
I'll put a spell on you.
Because then the lightning arc would be the best way, especially if multiple ones. Although the weapon I have has the possibility of doing the lightning arc too. The sword I bought has the lightning storm ability, which basically means it can arc light and possibly arc lightning onto other enemies. So. I mean, I don't know if two-handed weaponry is the best build in the game, but you do get a lot of interesting weapons that are based off being two-handed weapons, like the. Although I don't know if you actually need the feat to use the shadow axe or the ego sword. They might be unique weapons all on their own, but when I charge them up, they charge as if I have the two-handed power swing ability. So I don't know. I'll have to see on my alternate file that I'm doing for the old difficulty mode, because there's an achievement if you beat the game with all on the hardest difficulty setting. It's like ye old mode or whatever it's called, which all it really does, well, it does a few things. It reduces how many save points you get. I think it improves the stats for some of the creatures a little bit higher, like HP wise, not by much, at least on that part. And your stats start off at like 4 instead of it's like on easy mode, your stats begin at 8 before any bonuses. Normal mode is 6, and then old mode is 4, so it's a little bit more tougher. Yet when I was playing old mode, I think it's because I'd already played the previous areas before when I was playing those, so it was a little bit. It seemed to be easier, even though my stats weren't as good as they should have been, because I decided, well, if I'm going to do hard mode, probably the best way to go would probably be ranged. So I went with the bow, and so standing back and taking care of everything there. So, oh, we got some new enemies here, some stone creatures of some sort. I think, if I remember correctly, I don't know if it's this area specifically, but I think at some point in certain areas of this map, I think some of the enemies will respawn. So I don't want to spend forever fighting these things. Oh yeah, I got to show you the instrument without being an ego sword or whatever, which that almost makes me want to keep the ego sword equipped just so you can hear the Oh yeah, and he talks every time you summon forth the ego sword. The only problem is all he does. I mean, oh, that was the nice saying that. But yeah, he doesn't get. Unfortunately, the ego sword doesn't get any bonuses. I don't know what its mana thing is because I think you can summon 4 people with it equipped as well. What died? Oh, the behemoth. Wait, why'd the? Okay, why'd the prone all of a sudden die?
Somebody
Yeah.
need feeling.
Oh yeah, it's even the sound is different depending on what song you're doing, so that's kind of cool. Oh yeah, I guess these guys are just variations of the board or whatever. Okay, these guys are kind of annoying. Oh, another launch raft, huh? So we're doing that, huh? Well, before we jump onto that, ow! I hate these things. Well, I'm just gonna ignore you then. I don't need to fight every single one now. I'm at a decent enough level. I could probably ignore the, get enough levels from just yeah, it's like, oh, treasure chest. Let's grab that. But I could probably get enough levels from just playing the game. And getting it from quests and stuff like that. So I could probably ignore.
Somebody.
I really need to start summoning other creatures, not just the not just the same ones over, just so I can hear different tunes and people talking and stuff like that. So, but sometimes there's just some summons that seem to be just like I don't want to say better, but for most situations they seem to have a more, their abilities tend to be more universally useful than others, Kill the time.
I'll put a spell on you.
See, there you go. There, what are we at? 20 charisma. Charisma would actually, if you were trying to do all the donations for extras, having a high charisma actually reduces how much you pay for donations. So you might consider, if you're going to do an extras like file to pay for all that, just level it all up to charisma 20, then do all the donations. You can actually get high enough charisma to make the small donations free, but that would take forever if you do free donations. It would take like 100 hours or something crazy like that, and that's kind of obnoxious to do. I guess at the end I should. I guess I'm hardly ever using the bow, so
allows the bard to inflict
probably get luck just to get those possible crits and treasure. Actually, I don't really need treasure at this point, so because technically you can still donate to extras at this point or after a point, but the thing is, it's on the overarching map. You can sometimes run into a wandering priest, but the problem is you can only donate to him once. It's similar to the trial map salesman. He, you know how he'd only let you buy one map and then you'd have to find him again. It's the same with the traveling priest. He only lets you donate once, and then that's considered the encounter. So yeah, a little annoying. But what can you do? Oh yeah, if you knock the people off the boat, you can actually take a bow and arrow to them while they're trying to get back into the boat. You can always tell sometimes if I've done a little bit more research on a game after I played a game after a while. Because if you watch the first beginnings of the series, you can tell I'm a bit more. I'm not being as informative when it comes to parts. But then about halfway through, all of a sudden, some of my information starts becoming more informative as well, instead of me just like rumbling or mambling about. It's because I usually, if it's either games I like or if it's easy to go through, I'll like replay through the game again, like on a different setting or something, maybe easy mode if there's no trophies for that or whatever, and then learn a bit more. I'll learn about stuff I've already run across because That way I'm not spoiling my surprise, you know, after we hit a certain point. So, alright, we're inside the finfolk cavern. Or more finfolk cavern, anyway. Oh, we got more new creatures. Diamond, creatures, whatever they're called. So we have those rock creatures. Or, no? Oh no, there's more finfolk. They look different. Maybe I'm just crazy. You know, I am the craziest of peoples. I guess maybe it's just because he was huge. Ow, stop it. Okay, if you're gonna be obnoxious like that, I'm gonna ignore you. Now more rock dudes. Yeah, I'm just gonna, since money's not really a big deal anymore, I'm gonna kind of ignore. Unless there's no way around them, that type of thing, I'm gonna ignore them. I don't think there's any secret doors or anything like that in this place that I'm aware of. No, there's a Olaf, huh? Alright. Let me make a save really quick, just in case if I mess up on something. Actually, I just want to show something off, so... I think I should have been doing that more often, showing stuff off, and then showing the most optimal way to do things, but... Yeah. Alright, Olaf. What do you got?
Just a moment, stranger. For I can see you're neither finfolk nor Firbolg. Now, who are you? And more importantly, what are you doing here?
What am I doing here? I don't know, I had something funny, but I lost my brain.
I have a better question. Why are Vikings all so damn ugly? I mean, it's obviously hereditary, but is it me, or is it getting worse with time? Oh, dear. As for your second question, I'll hear your name before I give you mine.
I am called Olaf. I am a Viking from Stromness. As to why I am lost here, that's easy enough. After the Firbolgs first dug their way down here and found these water-filled tunnels, me and my brother Eric came down with a Firbolg guide.
Shut the bloody hell up and get to the point.
My apologies. Sometimes I forget myself and run off at the mouth. The short of it is, I'd like you to kill this Firbolg for me. He's in the caverns to the east. In exchange, I will share you the secret of dispelling magic. Just bring me proof that he's dead.
Why do we need dispelling magic? Well, there must be a way to get out of here. Anyway, let me go and reload that.
Where were we?
I just want to show the bard getting annoyed by him talking. So if we want to get an extra reward, we need to let him finish this tale. It doesn't matter what your first response is, just that we don't interrupt him while he's talking. That's all. So let's hear the full story of Olaf. Actually, let me skip to the actual talking part here.
I have a better question. Why are
Okay.
I am called Olaf. I am a Viking from Stromness. As to why I am lost here, that's easy enough. After the Firbolgs first dug their way down here and found these water-filled tunnels, me and my brother Eric came down with a Firbolg guide. Now, what was his name? Let's see, it was Baliak or something. Well, that's not important right now. More on that treacherous dog later. Anyways, we came down here to explore, you know, see if there was any treasure to be had, maybe a nice vein of ore. So, we brought a small boat with us. I'm a pretty decent shipwright myself. Did I mention that? Now, when we were younger, my brother was always the one who was better at building things. Me, I've always been good at knocking them down, if you know what I mean. Of course, what use is a Viking that can't take care of his ship? So I spent several years in Jordland studying under old Skaggy, the master shipwright. Surely you've heard of him. Of course you have. Everyone has. It was his boat, Drogrimmer, that led the fleet of Kolskeg the Bloody in his famous raids off the Black Coast. So I was saying, we have our ship down here and we're navigating these tunnels when we come upon a bit of dry land. Anyways, Eric and I are hauling the boat out of the water. We ported over to the other side and managed to get it back into the water when we noticed the Firbolg is missing. So we go off to look for him. We hear him calling out to us down one of those side passages to the east, and we get jumped by a whole horde of finfolk. Now, finfolk, as you know, are notorious for using magic. And it just so happened that in my younger days, I picked up a little trick to deal with such things. You see, it all started when old Firbolg, the weaponsmith, he tells me about this island that he saw when he was but a lad. And he says to me, Olaf, he says, you're the best sailor I ever laid eyes on. And if anyone can get out and find that island, it's you. Now, of course, at this point, I'm swelling with pride because Firbolg, he served with some fine old sailors, as I'm sure I don't have to tell you. There's old Bjornof Redbeard, Arno Ketelsen, Ketil Arnason, and Ranulf Ederson, to name but a few. So at any rate, I sail out to this island with my brother Eric. You remember me talking about him, right? Poor lad never had a chance against those finfolk. I tried to save him, but I was too late. That treacherous Firbolg led us into a trap, he did. Killed my brother and left me stranded down here. And that is my sad, sad tale. Brings a tear to your eyes, does it not? I can see you're all choked up by it. You're a good lad to let an old man run off at the mouth like that. Here, take this stone. I found it down here, and I have no use for it. And to tell you what, if you do win the Firbolg, I'll teach you how to dispel magic. Might help you get past those finfolk. He hides himself in the caverns east of here. Just bring me back proof that he's dead.
Had you thought I was long-winded?
You use your words efficiently. Far less content, but surprisingly just as annoying.
What was that? Is he done? Oh, he's done. Oh, okay, good. Sorry, folks. We got a token for that, for listening to his tale. I wasn't sleeping.
This belt, with its buckle made from the heart of a mighty oak, imbued its wearer with enormous strength.
Oh, now I just lost track of
the legendary bard
received from
Oscar
him.
once wore this fine mantle. A great man, respected and loved by the common folk as well as the nobles of his time. The name of Ossian inspires others to this day. One
Crap, you can tell I wasn't paying. I actually wasn't paying attention. What a Huh. What do you... Do I have to look it up now? Because I actually generally was... I almost fell asleep during that.
It imparted some of the animal's strength and ferocity into the wearer.
Oh, he did give us the lightning stone.
Tragically,
okay.
they also
okay. Lightning stone plus 3 dexterity.
A worn and ancient stone, reportedly struck by several bolts of lightning in a great storm thousands of years ago. Although many throughout history have tried to capture lightning in a bottle, the bard would have to settle for a stone.
I was actually joking at first that I would pretend to fall asleep, but I think I must have dozed off. Whoops. Because the game told me what he got, and then I was just like, durr. Man. I am recording these actually kind of late, so maybe that's reasonable viewing on that, so... I hope you guys don't mind me attacking every single thing in there. Just because, like I said, my levels are at a decent enough point that I don't have to worry about gaining experience too much. Same with money. So, I feel like we're not really missing out at this point. Because sometimes it kind of bogs down the recording a bit. I want to have a decent amount of stuff found and unlocked by this point. But yeah, before we unlock the dispelling magic, we need to find this Firbolg fella who swims up. The only problem with not killing the things and collecting their treasure, you don't get to see some of the humorous stuff they drop. Where is this guy around here? Well, I'm checking every alleyway anyway, just to see if there's any treasures I missed or whatever. But yeah, I think in this area the monsters do respawn, so there's no point in
Come to me.
Fighting every single thing. Because, you know... Actually, I wonder why they started at some point doing respawning. I mean, they had them before, but some areas it kind of made sense. But when you do it at like, areas like this, where it's just like a random area, like, I don't know, what are you trying to show or prove or whatever? Well, anyway. just gotta be careful not to completely stare at this map. Is this the,
A magical barrier barred our hero's way. If only he had a way to neutralize magic.
Alright, well we have to, well we need to, and we talked to Olaf about that, but we need to find that Firbolg that's, that apparently betrayed them, or at least left them to die or something like that. I don't know, I fell asleep during the story, so you'll have to excuse me in that case.
To the bard!
Somebody in need of eat.
Maybe I should just summon a bunch of melee fighters or something, just survive a bit longer. Because even though my rhythm's at max, although they are taking a lot more hits, so it's not like the rhythm stat isn't working for it. It's just, you know, I have a bunch of people in the group that are low armor, low health, you know. Where's this guy? Oh, there he is. Oh, we probably have to beat the enemies to release him. Alright, let's beat these guys. Oh yeah, I need to summon Actually, I don't even know. Actually, I wonder if the behemoth and creatures like that are really that effective against these guys. Maybe lightning because they're probably tougher. Maybe. But it looks like they're diamond creatures because they're dropping diamonds. So I guess if you want the, well, it's kind of weird how they're dropping all this stuff at all this money, and then at some point, but you can't really buy, like you can't go to a lot of the shops after this point. So it's like, I don't know. Yeah, I guess it's for the high score. I don't know. Back in the day, you gotta get that high score. Show it to people. Take pictures of it, send it to magazines, and show them. Alright, now that they're dead. Firbolg, we need your hide.
Is anyone there?
No, damn. I mean, go away.
Well, it's time to pay the piper, dude. And by the piper, I mean me.
Whoever you are, you best come out from behind there. When I have to look for people, I tend to get very cranky, and then people end up dying.
I don't know. You don't sound very nice.
I can be not very nice if you bug me too much.
I'm losing my patience here. I've got a princess to save, and I'll feed you to the finfolk if you waste any more of my time.
Tell you what, you go save the world, and I'll stay right here where it's safe.
I need something from you, though.
Come out by the time I count to 3.
No.
1, 2.
Ah!
Dang it, he buggered off. Alright, time to chase him. If you're nice, he, you have to escort him to, a part of the map.
Please, I beg you.
It seemed that this defenseless Firbolg was in need of a courageous hero, the sort of man willing to brave untold danger to rescue the innocent.
Do you know who you're talking to, Tony? Come on, man.
Oh, this should be good. Where are you going to get some idiot to do that?
I was referring to you.
I find I'm more productive when I focus on one quest at a time. Besides, this Firbolg isn't really my type.
Have you ever thought of seeking therapy?
Why? It's not like I listen to the condescending voice in my head.
And if you're nice to the narrator Tony J, you end up saving him and get a different thing. But nope, the guy died. Hey, we get the Firbolg armbands though. For either way, we get the Firbolg armbands, which is what we need to prove that we've dealt with them. Obviously, if you do the nice path, he just gives you the armbands, and then you just summon Olaf, so that way he doesn't die. But we've already killed a guy by giving him a sword to the chest, so I don't see why we can't finish this playthrough with let a poor Firbolg die from us not being a very heroic hero, which I guess technically we're not. Even when we're nice, we're not really full-on perfect heroes or anything like that. We're almost being nice. We're almost kind of meek when we think about it. Like, you know, not even like confidence, just like, oh, could you, you know, just in this case, oh, could you help me out? You know, that type of thing. So anyway, I got the armbands, dude.
Well, are you done with your little mission?
Aye. Here you go. The bloody deed is done.
His armband, eh? Yes, yes, this is good proof. He was always boasting about how great his father was and how it'd been his most precious possession. He'd never have given it up. I have no use for the damn thing, so you keep it.
Thanks. Now, I believe you have some payment for me?
Payment? Oh, yes, yes. I learned this secret when I was younger. It was on the Isle of the Winged.
Enough with the tales. Teach me what you know.
Of course, no need to get violent.
One of the few times outside of the rat, in a couple of cases, do you, one of the thunder spider, do you have to have a certain summon required to get past an objective in this game, which in this case is the bodyguard, has been upgraded for that. We're almost dead. We've almost got everyone upgraded.
I'm here to serve.
Here to serve, you are. All right, I'm here to serve. I'll be a warrior. Kind of reminds me of what was the kid's name in the Black Cauldron movie? You know, I actually thought about reading the books based off of that, and I was going to, but at some point I forgot about buying the books. That happens to me sometimes with certain projects or things I want to track down. I end up forgetting about them if it's not the foremost on my mind. I do have a list of a certain amount of books I want to read, but I, for some reason, didn't put those on that list either. But anyway, now that we've got the bodyguard. And now he dispels that. I don't know if that's an actual mechanical function. Let me look at his thing really quick. He is also able to absorb magic with his shield, making him impervious to magical attacks. Okay.
Perhaps someone should have gotten him a larger shield. Never before had
heal
there
its
existed
oh,
a creature
and the
like
Gouger
the
update
Ouya,
gives you
feeding off
heals
the
allies
very
as well.
energy of its foes, healing its
Light
allies all
fairy,
the while. The
stunning
light
them
fairy,
with an upgraded
a
light
curious
fairy.
creature
Red
attracted
does
by
more
music,
damage.
always happy to
Crone.
light the way when darkness
Oh,
closes in.
okay,
A
cursing. I was
stunning
wondering why
contrast.
sometimes people were getting
Although a
like
seemingly vile old witch, she
purple
was an
circles around
expert
him
in
before I got the
providing
axe.
aid
It's
to
the
those
crone,
wounded in
sometimes
battle.
causing fear on the enemies. Huh. I should have looked at these things earlier.
Fragile,
Yeah,
the
Thunderspire gets the arc
could
ability.
destroy most foes with a steady stream of
Elemental
lightning
throws
long
ball,
before they were able to retaliate.
has a hot
The
higher burn
elemental,
area.
A seething inferno of
Oh, you can
liquid
knock people
fire,
down with his axe. That's
very
what the mercenary
effective at
does in the
burning
night.
things up, and
I
not
think he
much
just gets
else.
better stats.
This, of course,
Heroine,
made it effective at one more
I think she
thing
just
than
does
the
more
barbed.
damage.
The heroine
Overall better
was
stats.
deadly
The
accurate
brute.
with a crossbow and quite nimble in
oh,
battle.
now he can damage more
The
foes
equal
with his
of
rock
most
bows.
any
Now we're
man
only
in
we're
combat.
only missing four tune upgrades. So there you go. But okay, that's cool. I was wondering if that was actually a mechanic that was going to be instituted in the games or not. That he could actually absorb magic or get rid of it or something like that. So, alright, well, let's see what the rest of this place has to offer. I think I might play a little bit till we actually leave this area officially, and then we'll call it an episode, I think. Alright, what do we got here? Some more stones. Oh, we can't go over. Oh, we get the upgraded knocker. Nice. Okay. And then and apparently we can't carry more than 100 stones. Let's see what the knocker gets it.
Knockers are well known for their ingenuity in crafting fabulous devices.
Oh, I
and
guess
this
you
one was
can
no-
use multiple lightning rods instead of just one. Okay, and obviously improved stats. Oh my gosh, we're done. Not that I need to have them summoned, frankly, if I'm running away from everyone. I don't have enough money to summon.
What are you
it, so
waiting
okay.
for? Kill me!
Wait, what? Oh, that's what the bodyguard said? Holy cow, dude. Need to calm down there, scrub. No. Alright, let's go on the last little thing here. And onward to the next area. Going down the river, going down the river. Oh, I need to summon a spider. Now we just need to have what is it, Tom Sawyer? No, it was Huckleberry Finn. We just need to start singing songs and going down to the south and having questionable, well, not questionable, but having dialogue in the book that people don't want to, because there's, even though it was written in a different time, people still want to change the wording in and everything. It is, well, I wouldn't say it's hard. It's definitely, you have to have a different mindset when you read books from a different time period, like, you know, 1900s, 1800s, because you can't just say, like, oh, they said this or whatever, you know. You have to remember it was a different time, and the same words or sensibilities don't mean the same thing. It's like what we say and do now. I bet in 100 years people think what we did was crazy and mean-spirited or ignorant or whatever, you know. I mean, we won't know. I won't live that long, but uh-oh. Looks like we got like creatures or something. They're trying to destroy this ship. Get off of that. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Hey, Roy. Stop that. Oh, come on. Stop. Help me, guys. Jesus.
I'll take care of things.
Yeah, start smacking them. I mean, I know you're not going to do a ton of damage, but I need you to help me with fighting these things off. Let me try the new knocker.
Thou art found wanted.
Yeah, the creature's keeping us at bay, so let me get rid of this guy. I don't know what he's doing, but I want to get rid of him. There we go. Yeah, let me put back on that sword. Again.
Charge!
Well, at least we're not getting attacked by the finfolk now. So I wonder if I have to.
I have taken
do I
my
only need to attack it
measure
once?
of thee.
Kind of looks like I only have to attack it once. I'm just not quick enough to. I might need to bow it, maybe. If I can one-shot these guys, maybe I can.
Thou art found.
Let me try. Oh, can I not hit it with the? Oh no, I can't hit it. Can I hit the head with the bow? Oh, I can hit him with the bow, so at least there's that. Am I doing any damage to him? Sort of. Okay.
Another victory for me.
Okay, good. There we go. I guess you couldn't. I guess there was no way to knock all the hands off, like, at the same time. I tried, you know. Do it or not, there is no try. Alright. Yeah, knocker's not doing too bad with having multiple rods, so that way. Yeah, yeah, 2 or 3. I wonder how many rods. I guess 2, maybe 2 must be probably the most or whatever. Just going down the river. We're feeling fancy free. I'm going down the river. I know that's not the song. That's not the song. Actually, they probably. I wonder how many songs actually have to deal with rivers and stuff like that. Or tributaries for that matter. Can't anyone think of the tributaries? Oh yeah, there's the fear effect being blasted from the crone. Until she died. She died, she died, she died. Why did she die? Did she lie?
Charge!
Yeah, Bodyguard's really not doing much. Maybe I should swap him out. I mean, I know the point of him is to pull aggro, but you know.
Charge! I'll meet them head on!
I'm just gonna be blasting you with this bow. Make this and that. Boom! Yeah, you can see the dragon arrows at work. They're, you know, all the exploding or whatever.
No offense.
Although the arrows that I use aren't as long as the ones that the butcher was using. Those were huge. I don't know if you saw during the fight, he was shooting like these big, long, like arm length sized arrows. Well, actually, there are arrows that are arm sized. You know what I mean? Bigger than the size of a person or something like that. You know, caber arrows or something like that. much longer is this, like, raft section? Holy cow. But we are fighting like a... Oh, let me summon the crowd. Man, I was actually going to say wait till we finish the Firbolg caves before I finish the episode, but I didn't realize this section was going to go on for that long. Well, you can always tell when I'm recording tired because I'm complaining about stuff that I wouldn't normally complain about.
Measure of thee.
It's always, well, they say being tired is the same, almost close to being drunk. I think they've tested that before, that you get the same like reduced faculties as you would being drunk. I think Mythbusters did a thing on that a long time ago. God, I miss that show. But it ended at a time when it needed to end. I think you couldn't have it last forever. Oh yeah, and like I think a year ago, one of the actors on the show that was on like the B team group or whatever died. And rest in peace, Mr. Imahara. He seems like such a nice kid. I think he had an aneurysm or something like that. Yeah, pretty sad event. I mean, he wasn't like a big name or anything like that, but if you were a nerd or were more familiar with like the BattleBot scene or working movies and stuff like that, as like doing hands-on. Help me!
I'll take care of things.
Knight! Do something! Holy cow! Attack him! Charge! I don't know.
I'll meet them
Do
head
something. Were they really not attacking because I didn't choose charge? Damn. I just chose to me, so I assumed to me was mean defend me or something like that, not ignore the enemies. I'll definitely have to end the episode after we get off this dang raft. This dang dirty raft. You dirty raft, you kill my brother. Let's see. Waiting for the finfolk to get me off this raft. Holy cow. This is a long map. I don't even remember the ice floe being this long. Actually, I really shouldn't be saying stuff like that when I'm not in the right mindset, because it's not fair to... It's not like it's that bad. It's just... You know, it's when you're in a mood or whatever, certain things become more heightened, more agitating than they were normally. So if anyone who made the game is watching this, don't take this to heart when I complain about how long this section is. Although there isn't much exploring, it's basically me just trying to fend off these finfolk for quite a while. I think we're... Oh my, we got one more section. Holy cow. Yeah, I should have stopped it at the 30-minute mark. I usually make that my rule to like, oh yeah, stop here, because otherwise who knows how much longer it goes until you get a good break. I mean, I could stop right now, but it's such a bad like moment. Like, I like stopping when I have a chance to get back to it easily, either near a save point or something like, oh, I saved, but it was only like a minute ago. Okay, that's not too bad. But if it's like a long section like this, like, and mainly it's just for if I can't get back to recording again, or power surges or whatever like that, so you're ready to go. Yeah, this is what people watch this playthrough for. Me complaining about like like me about saving mechanics and when to record videos and stuff like that. It's pure entertainment. It's the best form of entertainment. It's like the gladiators say, are you not entertained? You are entertained. Why is the bow considered like a different... whatever. I've noticed it hurts. Maybe it's hurting all of them because it's exploding, so they're in the range of the fireball or whatever. Or the explosion. Ooh. Alright, we're almost there. Only a few more moments. And soon, freedom, sweet freedom will be ours. Yes, it will be mine. Yeah, close. There we go. Yes! Yes!
So, once again, having left a wake of death and destruction behind him, the bard continued onward towards the island tower, in search of the fair maiden Calais. Now, you may ask yourself, was his mind weighed down with the burden of saving the world? The lives he had taken? Friends he had lost? Or was he just wondering what the princess looked like naked? I'm sure that answer is painfully obvious.
I think that's a good place to stop. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.